Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Ayanath, graphic designer, and I am a level 1 student at Rahat School Islamabad campus. So today here with new ChatGPT project, and my topic is discuss how sports can unite people and foster teamwork. So ChatGPT, my first question to you: how do sports help bring people from different background together?
That's a fantastic topic. Sports have this unique ability to unite people by creating common ground. They bring together individuals from different cultures, languages, and backgrounds, all focused on the same goal, whether it's playing on a team or cheering for one. The shared passion helps break down barriers and builds mutual respect and understanding. It's pretty amazing how sports can do that.
Okay, please deeply answer on it because I fully understand what my question and what your answer. Okay.
Got it. So, diving deeper into how sports bring people together, first, sports create a universal language. No matter where someone is from, the rules of the game, the joy of scoring a goal, or the thrill of a win is something everyone can relate to. This common language helps bridge cultural and linguistic gaps. Second, sports foster teamwork and collaboration. When people come together to train, practice, and compete, they learn to rely on each other, build trust, and develop strong interpersonal bonds. This teamwork translates into better understanding and empathy among diverse groups. Third, sports events, whether local or international, create a shared experience. When people gather to watch or support a team, they form a community, even if they've never met before. This sense of belonging and unity is powerful. Finally, sports often promote shared values like discipline, perseverance, strengthen the bond among individuals from different backgrounds. In essence, sports serve as a powerful connector, fostering inclusivity and mutual respect. Hopefully, that gives you a deeper understanding.
Okay. So my next question to you: why sport is very important for our daily life?
Great question. Sports play a really crucial role in daily life for several reasons. First, they promote physical health. Regular participation in sports helps improve cardiovascular health, strength, flexibility, and overall fitness. Second, sports have a positive impact on mental health. They help reduce stress, anxiety, and depression, and boost mood through the release of endorphins. Third, sports teach valuable life skills, things like discipline, time management, teamwork, leadership, and goal setting are all nurtured through sports. Fourth, sports can also strengthen social connections. They create a sense of community and belonging, whether it's through playing in local leagues or simply cheering on a favorite team. Finally, sports can also teach resilience and coping strategy. Dealing with wins and losses, overcoming challenges, and persevering through setbacks are all part of the journey. In short, sports are a holistic contributor to both physical and mental well-being, as well as personal growth. Hopefully that covers it thoroughly.
Okay, nice answer. So Charity, my next question to you: why sports is not important for village people?
That's an interesting angle. While sports can be incredibly beneficial, there can be certain challenges or limitations for people in villages. For one, there might be limited infrastructure, like proper sports facilities, equipment, and coaching, which can make it harder for villagers to engage in organized sports. Another factor can be the prioritization of daily labor and agricultural work, which might limit the time and energy villagers can dedicate to sports. In some cases, cultural norms or traditions might also play a role in how sports are perceived or valued. However, it's also worth noting that many villages do have their own traditional sports and games, and these can be just as impactful in fostering community and teamwork. So while sports might not always be as prominent in village life, there are definitely nuances to consider. Hopefully that gives you a well-rounded perspective.
Okay, very nice answer. So in sports, why coaching is very important for player?
Absolutely. Coaching is a cornerstone of sports development for several reasons. Face coaches provide expert guidance and knowledge, helping players understand the intricacies of the game, develop skills, and refine techniques. Second, coaching plays a crucial role in motivation and mental conditioning. Coaches inspire players to push their limits, build confidence, and maintain focus, especially during challenging times. Third, coaches are key to strategy and game planning. They help players understand tactics, positioning, and how to adapt to different opponents, which can significantly impact performance. Fourth, coaches also play an important role in character development. They instill values like discipline, respect, teamwork, and sportsmanship, shaping players not just as athletes, but as individuals. Fifth, personalized feedback is another crucial aspect. Coaches can identify strengths and weaknesses, tailor training plans, and help players progress at their own pace. In essence, coaching is vital for maximizing a player's potential, ensuring both skill development and personal growth. Hopefully that provides a comprehensive understanding.
Okay, more deeply answer.
Of course, let's dive even deeper into why coaching is so pivotal. First, from a technical standpoint, coaches break down complex skills into manageable components. This ensures that players build a solid foundation and gradually advance their abilities. For instance, in sports like basketball or soccer, coaches help players master basic dribbling, passing, and shooting techniques before moving on to more advanced tactics. Second, coaches serve as mentors and role models beyond just the physical aspects. They impart life lessons and ethical values. They teach players the importance of hard work, perseverance, and integrity, which extend well beyond the playing field. Third, the psychological aspect of coaching is significant. Coaches help players manage pressure, stay focused under stress, and develop mental resilience. This psychological support is crucial during high stakes games or when facing setbacks. Coaches are instrumental in creating a structured environment. They organize practices, set goals, and ensure that training is consistent and progressive. This structure is vital for continuous improvement and maintaining discipline. Fifth, coaches also play a key role in team dynamics. They foster communication, resolve conflicts, and create a cohesive team environment, which is essential for collective success. Finally, in terms of development, coaches help players set and achieve both short-term and long-term goals. This goal-setting process is key to keeping players motivated and focused on continuous improvement. In summary, coaching is a multifaceted influence that shapes athletes holistically, from technical skills to mental resilience and character building. Hopefully that offers a deeper insight.
Okay, nice answer. So, Tajibji, my next question to you is, why a player is so lazy when a coach is there and when coach is practice to better work and better player?
That's a really thoughtful question. There are a few reasons why players might sometimes appear lazy or less motivated during practice, even when a coach is present. First, motivation can vary. Sometimes players might not feel intrinsically motivated, especially if they're tired, distracted, or not fully invested in the training. Without a strong internal drive, it's harder to maintain consistent effort. Second, the environment and the approach of the coach can impact motivation. If the coaching style is too rigid or if the drills feel monotonous, players might lose interest or feel disengaged. Third, physical and mental fatigue plays a role. After a long day or when players are not fully rested, they might struggle to give their best effort, even in the presence of a coach. Fourth, sometimes players might not see immediate progress or results, which can lead to frustration and a lack of enthusiasm. When effort doesn't seem to translate into improvement, it's easy to become demotivated. Fifth, personal issues or external factors can also affect a player's attitude. Things like stress, personal challenges, or even team dynamics can influence motivation levels. Finally, the role of positive reinforcement is crucial. Players often respond well to encouragement, recognition, and constructive feedback. When players feel appreciated and supported, they're more likely to stay engaged and motivated. In essence, it's a mix of an internal drive, coaching methods, and external factors that influence a player's effort. Understanding and addressing these aspects can help improve motivation and performance. Hopefully that gives you a deeper perspective.
So please long answer.
Absolutely. Let's expand even further. When we consider why players might sometimes appear lazy or unmotivated, even when a coach is present, we have to look at multiple layers. First, intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation is key. Intrinsic motivation comes from within. Players who are passionate about the game or have a personal love for the sport tend to put in more effort naturally. However, extrinsic motivation, like rewards or recognition from a coach, can also play a big role. If a player doesn't feel a deep personal connection to the sport, they might rely more on external motivators. And when those are lacking, their effort can wane. Second, the coaching style itself plays a significant role. Coaches who foster a positive, engaging, and supportive environment often see more effort from their players. If a coach focuses on building relationships, understanding each player's individual needs, and creating a dynamic and fun atmosphere, players are more likely to stay motivated. On the other hand, if the coaching approach is overly harsh, punitive, or monotonous, it can lead to disengagement. Third, physical and mental fatigue cannot be underestimated. Players, especially those balancing academics, work, and other responsibilities, may come to practice already drained. This fatigue can make it harder to maintain high energy levels during training sessions, even with a coach's presence. Fourth, the immediate feedback loop matters. When players receive consistent constructive feedback, they're more likely to stay engaged and see their progress. If feedback is infrequent or not specific, players might feel lost or less driven to improve. Fifth, psychological factors are crucial. Mental health, confidence, and self-esteem all influence a player's effort. If a player is struggling with doubt, anxiety, or other personal challenges, it can impact their engagement and effort during practice. Six, team dynamics also play a role. If there's a lack of camaraderie or trust within the team, players might not push themselves as hard. A positive, supportive team environment encourages players to give their best. Seven, the players' individual goals and aspirations matter. If players have clear personal goals like improving specific skills, earning a spot on a team, or eventually playing at a higher level, they're more likely to remain engaged. Without clear goals, players might lack direction and drive. Eighth, external factors like social influences, family expectations, or even peer pressure can affect a player's motivation. If the environment outside of practice doesn't support their athletic goals, it can lead to a lack of commitment.
Yes, ChatGPT.
Absolutely.
Please continue your answer. You stuck.
Of course. Picking up from where we left off, ninth, another factor is the importance of individualized attention. Not every player responds the same way to coaching. Some players might need more encouragement, personalized feedback, or even a different approach to learning. When coaches adapt their methods to meet individual needs, players are more likely to stay engaged and motivated. 10th, the role of goal setting and progress tracking is also crucial. When players have clear, measurable goals and can see their progress over time, they're more likely to stay motivated. Coaches who emphasize incremental progress and celebrate small victories can help maintain a player's enthusiasm. 11th, let's consider the importance of the environment. A positive, inclusive, and supportive atmosphere can do wonders for player motivation. Coaches who cultivate a culture of respect, teamwork, and enjoyment help players feel more connected and willing to put in their best effort. 12th, we can't ignore the impact of external life stressors. Players dealing with personal challenges, family issues, or even academic pressure might find it difficult to stay fully engaged during practice. Coaches who are empathetic and supportive of these external factors can help players navigate these challenges more effectively. Finally, the long-term development perspective is important. Coaches who focus not just on immediate performance, but on the player's overall growth and development help instill a lifelong love of the sport. This holistic approach encourages players to stay committed and put in effort, knowing that their growth is being nurtured over time. In summary, the interplay of these various factors, motivation, coaching style, individual needs, environment, and external influences, shapes how players engage during practice. By understanding and addressing these elements, coaches can help players overcome barriers and stay motivated consistently. Hopefully that gives a comprehensive and detailed perspective.
Yes, continue.
Absolutely. Let's keep going even deeper. 13th, the concept of feedback and reinforcement is critical. Players thrive on constructive feedback that helps them understand what they're doing well and where they can improve. Coaches who provide timely, specific, and positive feedback help players stay engaged and focused. This reinforcement not only boosts their confidence, but also encourages them to keep striving for improvement. 14th, let's talk about the role of role models and inspiration. Coaches who share their own experiences, bring in guest speakers, or highlight successful athletes can ignite a player's passion and commitment. When players see real world examples of success and dedication, it can motivate them to mirror that effort. 15th, the significance of creating a growth mindset cannot be overstated. Coaches who encourage players to view challenges as opportunities to learn and grow help instill resilience. Players with a growth mindset are more likely to embrace effort, persist through difficulties, and continuously strive for improvement. 16th, the importance of team cohesion also cannot be overlooked. Coaches who focus on building trust and communication within the team create an environment where players support each other. This sense of belonging can drive individual effort because players are motivated not just for themselves, but for the team. 17th, the influence of consistency and routine is also vital. Regular, well-structured practices help players develop discipline and maintain focus. When players know what to expect and can rely on a consistent routine, they're more likely to stay engaged and committed. 18th, the power of fun and enjoyment should not be underestimated. When players genuinely enjoy the sport and the practice sessions, they're naturally more motivated. Coaches who incorporate games, challenges, and enjoyable elements into training help sustain players' interest and effort. 19th, the role of resilience and overcoming setbacks is also significant. Coaches who teach players how to handle failure, learn from mistakes, and bounce back stronger foster a mindset that values persistence and continuous improvement. 20th, finally, the long-term relationship between coach and players. Foundational. Coaches who invest in building trust, showing genuine care, and supporting players' overall well-being create an environment where players feel valued and motivated in the long run. All of these layers combined help explain why players might sometimes struggle with motivation and why coaches play such a crucial role in guiding them toward consistent.
Yes, co-pilot.
Got it. I'm glad we could dive so deep into the topic. If you have any more questions or need further clarification on anything, just let me know. I'm always here to help.
Okay, nice. And thank you. Why sport is important for our daily routine?
Absolutely. Sports play a huge role in our daily routine for several reasons. First and foremost, they promote physical health by improving cardiovascular fitness, strength, flexibility, and overall endurance. Regular physical activity helps prevent chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. Second, sports greatly benefit mental health. Physical activity triggers the release of endorphins, which help reduce stress, anxiety, and depression and boost overall mood. Third, sports help build discipline and time management. Balancing practice, training, and games teaches us how to manage our schedules and stay committed to goals. Fourth, engaging in sports enhances social connections. It creates a sense of community, builds teamwork, and improves communication skills through interactions with teammates and coaches. Fifth, sports also promote better sleep. Regular physical activity can help regulate sleep patterns, leading to more restful and restorative sleep. Sixth, sports foster resilience and coping skills. They teach us how to handle wins and losses gracefully, persevere through challenges, and bounce back from setbacks. Seventh, sports encourage a healthy lifestyle. They often motivate individuals to make healthier choices in terms of diet, hydration, and overall wellness. Eighth, sports boost self-esteem and confidence. Achieving goals, mastering skills, and receiving recognition all contribute to a positive self-image. Ninth, sports can also be a space of fun and enjoyment. They provide a healthy outlet for relaxation and entertainment, helping to break the monotony of daily life. Finally, sports teach valuable life skills such as leadership, teamwork, and strategic thinking, all of which translate into other areas of life. In short, incorporating sports into our daily routine enriches our physical, mental, and social well-being, making it a vital part of a balanced lifestyle. Hopefully, that gives you a comprehensive understanding.
Yes, ChatGPT, continue.
Of course, we can definitely keep going even deeper. Another aspect of sports in daily life is that they foster a sense of goal setting and achievement. When we set personal or team goals, we learn how to plan, stay motivated, and track progress, all of which are valuable life skills. Additionally, sports teach adaptability and problem solving. During a game or practice, unexpected situations arise and players must think quickly, adapt strategies, and find solutions on the fly, which enhances critical thinking skills. Moreover, sports can instill a strong sense of responsibility and accountability. Players learn that their actions impact the team and that being reliable and committed is essential for success. Sports also promote cultural awareness and diversity. When participating in sports at different levels, we interact with people from various backgrounds, fostering inclusivity and broadening our perspectives. Another benefit is that sports can help build leadership skills. Captains and experienced players often take on leadership roles, guiding and motivating others and learning how to inspire and influence a group positively. Finally, sports can be a great way to unwind and disconnect from the stresses of daily life. They offer a healthy escape and a chance to recharge, which contributes to overall well-being. All of these aspects highlight how sports are not just about physical activity, but also about holistic development and enriching our daily lives in multiple ways. Hopefully that gives an even broader perspective.
Yes, just continue, ChatGPT.
Absolutely. Let's keep exploring the impact of sports even further. Another important element is that sports often help in developing perseverance and grit. Through challenges, setbacks, and the need to continually improve, athletes learn to push through difficulties and remain committed to their goals, which translates into resilience in other areas of life. Sports also enhance cognitive function. The strategic and tactical aspects of sports stimulate the brain, improving skills like decision making, quick thinking, and spatial awareness. In addition, sports can play a significant role in building self-discipline and work ethic. Regular training, adherence to routines, and the commitment to improvement help instill a strong work ethic that benefits other aspects of life, including academics and careers. Moreover, sports can be an excellent avenue for personal growth and self-discovery. Through sports, individuals often discover their strengths, passions, and potential, which can lead to a more fulfilled and purpose-driven life. Sports also contribute to community building. Local sports events, leagues, and teams create a sense of belonging and unity, fostering strong social bonds and a supportive environment. In addition, sports can help instill a sense of gratitude and humility. Athletes learn to appreciate their teammates, coaches, and the opportunities they have, while also maintaining humility in both victory and defeat. Lastly, sports can inspire others. Athletes often serve as role models, motivating others in their communities to adopt healthy lifestyles and pursue their own goals. All of these dimensions show that sports are much more than just physical activity. They are a powerful tool for holistic development and lifelong growth. Hopefully that gives you an even richer understanding of the importance of sports in our daily lives.
Okay. So, ChatGPT, please last advice to my audience because my timing is off. So, please last advice to my audience.
Absolutely. To your audience, I say that embracing sports and physical activity can truly enrich your lives in countless ways. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, the key is consistency and enjoying the journey. Remember to set realistic goals, celebrate your progress, and support one another along the way. And most importantly, have fun and stay passionate about what you do. That positive energy and dedication will carry you far, both in sports and in life. Wishing everyone lots of success and enjoyment.
Okay, nice for very great and truly long answers. So, with this was our today very best colony. I hope you like it. See you another colony, another session. Till then, love is Pakistan Zindabad, Rahan School Zindabad.